And welcome back. It is the top of the sixth at Cuesta Field. A big three-run double by Hindle, giving the Cougars a 4-1 lead. Randy Scoville along with Anthony Kenninger. A reminder that this student-produced program is made possible from generous grants from the Cuesta College Foundation. Cuesta College Foundation has been supporting student success at Cuesta College for 40 years. And if you would like to be part of that and support programming like what you're watching now, please give them a call at the number you see on your screen, 805-546-3279 for the Cuesta College Foundation. So big hit for the Cougars, Anthony, on something I know you mentioned has been kind of an issue for the Cougars, is being able to take advantage of, RBI situations. And Parker Hindle, as you mentioned, clutch hit.
Yeah, a lot of times we pop up and you just no quality outs there at all. So it's frustrating.
But coming through there, Aldo Zamora, who struck out twice, now with a count of 1-1. Nelson, 6 strikeouts. So again, a third of those coming against Zamora, as Nelson putting together a nice season for the Cougars, 5th in the state wins. Also second in strikeouts coming in, as we mentioned, and Anthony had noted the double-digit strikeout games, and 1-2 now as Zamora taking a big cut at a low pitch.
Speaking of academics, not only is Nelson a really remarkable young man as an athlete, but also academically he's also top-notch. He got the highest grade in my class last year. Great kid, never missed class, always sat in the front, always asking questions.
And getting another strikeout this time as Zamora for the 3rd time, 7th strikeout, and gets him for the first out here in the 6th inning. And somebody who came from the Midwest in his case, coming from Omaha.
That's right.
34, Kevin Torres.
Kevin Torres, the third baseman. Next up, he's 0 for 2 with a ground out to second and a fly out to center. 4-1 Cougars with an out in the top of the 6th inning.
So we have some great student athletes here who really take their academic responsibilities very seriously, along with their responsibilities on the field or in the pool, as it may be, with our water polo team, with the highest GPA among all the programs, sports-wise. Coach Marsh very pleased with that.
As well he should be. 1-0 count. 2 Torres.
It's not easy doing all the things that these athletes have to do, and the pressure of performing and the grind of traveling and the pressures of practice and practicing hard. I mean, it takes its toll, and then you got to go to class and study. I mean, it's hard. Some of these kids also work, have family obligations, so a lot's going on.
Well, not only that, it's, you have study obligations, but a lot of times it's happening after practice where, you're tired and
you're
you just want to rest.
Right. Or you're hurt.
1-2 count to Kevin Torres. Again, just 2 hits for the Brahmas, the one to start the game from Tashin, who scored the Brahma run, and also a base hit coming from Christian to start last inning.
That's good preparation for life. I mean, life is hard. You got pressures on you when you're living, when you're paying your mortgage, when you're raising your kids, right, Randy?
Yeah, well, 2 just missing there on the count of 2-2, but you don't want to just do things that are easy.
No, got to challenge yourself.
Absolutely.
Dial her in.
Constantly. Challenge thyself, as I know you do.
Yes.
In many endeavors.
Yes.
Pitch taken inside, a close one.
Now, one thing that you want in baseball, after you score some runs, you want to shut the next team down that next half inning. You don't want them to start sniffing to get back in the game. So a 0 here, a goose egg would be great.
Nelson looking into Hindle and delivers. This one's going to be hit up the middle. Dominguez has to adjust, throws on over, and there's a 6-3 for out number 2.
Nice play by Zach.
It's got that range to the arm we talked about.
Another history major right there. Zach Dominguez.
Now batting.
Would it be easier to say which ones are not history majors? And how many of them did you bring in?
I've had a few.
I would think so. Well, it's excellent subject. When you have a lot of passion for it. I was a history minor as an undergraduate. I enjoyed it very much. As Jason D'Andrea coming up now, grounded out to short twice. Bases clear with 2 down in the top of the 6th and a 4-1 Cuesta lead.
Well, I find that I'm just blessed that I get paid to teach the history of the United States of America, the greatest country it's ever been. And I wake up and I say, guys, what a great job. What a labor of love this is.
2-0 count. Well, and that's why we get into this racket. We do it because we enjoy it. You have to have passion, and I think that's something that students recognize.
Look at that beautiful flag out there.
A lot of history behind that flag.
Yes, a lot of majesty.
2-1 count.
So it's kind of cool to see the kids, you know, that they love the history as well, and they appreciate the country that they live in, and all the people that have struggled and sacrificed so that we can be calling this baseball game, or be playing this baseball game, or watching a baseball game, or coaching a baseball game.
Oh, just the diversity of the history and where people come from.
Sure.
And again, even considering it's still one of the newer nations around,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's been a very eventful time, and a lot of, you know, not to use a pun, but a lot of historic things happening.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you look at the
Oh.
you know, diversity also geographically of this nation. There's
Well,
there's so many different aspects to it.
Look at the geological diversity of California alone, and how big California is. It's amazing.
Or just how big the economy is. It's one of the world's top 10 economies.
Sure.
Full count with 2 down. Nelson sends this, and it's hit back
And
by DeAndrea.
think of all the great baseball that
yes.
comes out of California.
Absolutely. The weather helps. In fact, you know, when you look nationally, you look at the NCAA, where a lot of the other parts of the country have really been, you know, kind of legislating out some of the opportunities that have been out here. Because you can play all year. Go off the glove of Nelson, but he effectively give him an assist on over to second base to Murillo. So I guess we could call that one a 1-4-3. But bottom line is that the Brahmas go down in order again, this time in the 6th inning. We go to the bottom part, and again, the shutdown that you were looking for, it is still 4-1 Cuesta. And we're back after this on Cuesta TV.
This program is produced by Cuesta Broadcasting. Start your radio, TV, and film career at Cuesta College.